Let's say you're a product manager, but it's been a while since you've written code or you don't know how to code at all. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use AI to make a PRD, to make a website, all from scratch by yourself using AI. Let's get started.
I'm going to create my account. I'll show you how to do that on Lovable. So you just enter your name here, choose one of the modes for your system theming, and I guess we can just say we learn about this on GitHub, other product manager. We'll do prototyping MVP. All right. So now that we've created our account, let's work on creating a PRD. So this is a really cool site to build a PRD. You can enter your product name, enter some features, as well as what you're expecting in terms of getting some qualitative feedback. For the purposes of this exercise, I think we need something a little bit more simple. From the same page, I was able to find a template for creating a PRD here. So it linked me to Lenny's newsletter. I scrolled down and found the one pager. Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. This looks pretty good. This is exactly what we need, and we can use this to get a PRD set up. So let's open up notes here. We've copied the one pager from Google Docs so that we can edit our PRD from the one pager template. You can see that we've populated the template. Now we can generate an actual PRD from ChatGPT. So let's go ahead and open up Firefox and let it rip. Okay, so now that we have our PRD, we're ready to actually use Lovable to generate the site. So let's go to our Lovable website. We're in the workspace here. Let's tell Lovable that we have a PRD that we want. We don't need that part. Okay, and I guess we'll see what happens here. So once we hit enter, it'll start generating the site. And so just to give you an overview of what's happening here is you can see that there's a chat kind of interface here on the left. And this is where Lovable will interact with you to help you design your website. It kind of goes over a lot of information about what you're doing, and this is where you can kind of do your sanity check to see if the prompts that you're entering are doing what you actually wanted to do. Let's say you make a mistake, you can easily go through history here, and I'll show you this a bit later, and actually revert some of the changes, which is really neat if you do something or you enter a bad prompt and you want to correct that mistake. If you want to hide the chat window and increase the responsive layout of the site, you can do so by hitting that button over there. And then over here, you can actually edit the code manually. So if you're watching this and you have some technical background, and you're like me, you were an engineer before you became a product manager, then you can definitely just dive deep into the code here, straight from the code view. Otherwise, there's other ways to actually work with your project, and I won't go over that right now because I feel like it's out of the skill set of what a product manager needs, but there's also ways to actually link GitHub and have a two-way communication. So if you want more information on that, just let me know, drop a comment, and I can definitely do another video on that. Over here, we have the tablet preview. So if you want to test different responsive layouts for the website, you can do so and test how the site's going to look before you actually look at it on your phone, which is really neat. I thought that was an awesome feature. Over here, let's say you have other URL routes when navigating your site. or if it's something that you program for your portfolio, you can click over here and it'll actually bring a drop down of different addresses on the site. So that's going to be super useful if you want to test out, let's say you run a blog feature and want to see if that's working. Okay, right now we can see that we got a notification that Lovable is finished. We can see that they've responded back to us with information about what we asked them to do, and it explains what else we can do besides the initial design here. So for example, we can tweak the animations, modify the layouts, and add in more features if we really want to. And if you look on the right, you can see, wow, this is really cool. I have no design experience whatsoever, so just seeing that, seeing a fully functional website like this is just, wow, it's awesome. But you can see that there's like some little mistakes here. So one thing I'll go over in a bit is how to actually do a workflow and like modify and edit things. So stay tuned. Okay, so we saw that there's a tiny mistake over here. What we want is something similar to the send email button, where when we hover above it, there's just a slight tint in the gray there. That's what we want. And we don't want the connect on LinkedIn to just hide when we're not hovering above it, right? So here's a neat trick that you can do. So you can click this edit button, which will this will kind of be similar to the inspect tool in the Chrome or Firefox, like the Chrome DevTools, where you can actually hover above certain elements on the web page. So this will let Lovable know exactly what you're talking about when you want to fix something. So we'll select this here and just let Lovable know, like, hey, we want to make the LinkedIn button here similar to the send email button, such that the text is static and there is a slight tint when hovering the mouse above the button. We do not expect the LinkedIn text to disappear. Okay, that's specific enough. So let's see what happens when we send the chat. So Lovable's thinking right now. It thought for 8 seconds. That's great. It's not a lot of time. It looks like it edited the button, and it's almost what we want. It's not quite the same. So what we can do is we can go to edit again and just say there, apply the same style as the send email button to the connect on LinkedIn button. All right, let's see if that works. So finagling like this will take some time, and if you made an account with free credits, like this is where the debugging aspect of things might start killing your credits. So it might be worth it to consider upgrading. And if you look at that, you can see now that it's doing exactly what we want now, and we've corrected it. So awesome. And now we have a portfolio site that's almost ours. Our name isn't Sarah Chen. We're going to need to kind of work through upgrading this so that we can make it our own. So stay tuned. In the next tutorial, I'll kind of go over how to edit the portfolio, and then once that's done, we can publish it so that it's accessible to everyone. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so now we have our buttons fixed. Everything looks good. We just need to make some changes. So unfortunately, we can't use the code editor because it requires a paid plan. So what we can do is just tell Lovable to update the references to the name Sarah Chen and update it to be our own name. So we can go ahead and do that. I've already written a prompt here, so you can see what this is. I'm just saying that, hey, can we update the name to be Engineering PM instead of Sarah Chen? And then also update the email and LinkedIn as well. And I also want to have a bit of a darker theme, so I'm gonna ask for that too. It should still the text and buttons should all still be visible with the new dark theme. Okay, let's give that a shot and see what happens. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If there's any questions, if you think that something needs to be, so stay tuned. I'll try to drop more tutorials with not just vibe coding, but other workflows and AI. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this tutorial, if you think it's useful, in the comments, and if you don't like it, like, also let me know. I'd love to know what I can improve on. And yeah, let's keep working on creating stuff and making cool things. Take care, guys.